Hello and welcome into the Sorare Data Show. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare, joined today by Keith Jameson, GatorGuy231, to talk about all the different kinds of people who play Sorare. Keith, this was your idea. Well, after, I guess, what I talked about yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to say, so like behind the curtains of a Sorare data stream is normally either the night before or the morning of. Laird goes, so what do you want to talk about? It's a true story. And I was just like,
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
But honestly, I told you, like, you skirted around this a little bit yesterday during your solo stream. You're like, the part that hit me that made me think of the topic was you said, trying to think if I got it right. You would rather turn $100 into 1,000 than 10,000 into 20,000. But we know, like, Sean would do 100% be number two. And just made me realize, like, that's a complete valid point. I'm part one too. But there's so many different, like, mini games within the game. I'd love to just talk about the different types of people and, like, what people do for fun.
Yeah, no, that's exactly where that conversation was going. And obviously I was talking to myself. And so I didn't get, I mean, obviously lots of people in the chat for that feedback. But yeah, we'll dive into that for sure. Thanks everyone for coming in. Nixon, Bob Franklin, of course, and Andy Black on the podium. Nixon said, personally, I fall under the, quote, buy cards I want, think about how it'll work later, unquote, category managers, which I am certainly in. And in completely unrelated news, I bought another Tsunamoto. Do not need this card whatsoever, but it's the 1 of 100. I would argue if it's a 1 of 100, you do need it.
Is that the right back dude that's in? Yeah. I think it's that guy is like a right back that mashes, but I don't even know the country.
Yeah.
Switzerland or something, maybe?
I don't know. Andy Black says all he sees is two white guys about to get canceled, which I don't think we're going to be offensive today. We'll see. Scosmo, what's up? Boston Sean. MLS Sorare Scout said, I remember when being a trader was an actual manager type for all. Yeah. Mike Bassam, what's up? Mike of Pompeii, catching one live. I'm the kind of manager that spends all day thinking about Sorare, tweeting about Sorare, buying on Sorare, dreaming about Sorare. My poor wife. Mike said, can't wait for my type of to be discussed. Crap managers. Jimmer in the house. There's only two types of managers. One who belongs on the Sorare manager hot guy calendar and those who do not.
So is this one of those hot guy calendars that's like the opposite? Like the more of a dad bod you have, the better chance that you have of being in the calendar? Equal opportunity calendar there?
Equal. I'm not going down that one. Early dismissal from work today makes me a happy manager. Hell yeah. Mike Basson is right. Please hit the button, the like button, not just the button. The button is a different one. Scosmo says, what about the really generous, charitable, or donor types, which is a conversation that we may have been having in a separate Discord that actually, Keith, remind me about that. I am going to go into that. Remind me about it, please, after I get through these chats.
So am I writing down sperm donations? Is that what I'm writing down to remind you about?
Write down whatever you need to, and we'll get there. Blue Tomatoes, what's up? Football betting, do Twitch podiums count? Yes. In fact, I think you're the only one on there right now. So gold medal for you, football betting. Thanks for coming in. Malky, hello. Nixon personally. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That was the old one. Oh, man. Now I've lost the chat. Here we go. The Finsters versus the Shawns. I love that. I absolutely love that. Fripp, what's up? Hoodwink, thanks for coming in. Vita, Red or Dead, born in 1969. It's Tsunamoto at Antlers?
No, he was. I think he
used to be.
It was a Rivals guy. It was a Rivals guy when I was like I found out that he was there because of Rivals.
If only there was a place we could go to find out who this guy was. Tsunamoto. Servette.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yes.
Oh my gosh! So literally the next comment.
I don't know what or where a Servette is.
Switzerland.
I was right.
You were right.
All right. Thanks, guys. It was a great show.
I think the 1 of 100 is a great buy.
Well, look at his scores, at least for a while. I don't know if you saw it. He was like he was really good.
He's had some high scores.
Yeah.
I
think they do, like, if I remember Servette, they like I don't know if this year, but they play a lot of like Champions League qualifiers. Remember like that little before.
Yeah. How about this 100 without a decisive?
Yeah. That's the type of manager Andrew Laird is.
That's what you like to see.
Anyway. So actually, I'm going to get you off topic already. Would you rather? I think you agree with me. Not all hundreds are created equal. Would you rather
all AA? Give me the no decisive 100 every single time.
Versus Julian Alvarez, one of your boys. I think he scored what? Did he have 6 decisive ones?
Yes.
So which one would be more satisfying? 6 decisive or 100 with 70 AA?
I don't need any decisives. Just give me the AA.
Just give me the AA. Okay. I think I'm the same.
Yeah. Let's see. Roberto finally catching live. Oh, again, excuse me. Thank you for coming in. Sorare Soul, Andy Black. Depends on the month, Gator. I don't know what
about the dad bod.
Gotcha. Hershey, what's up? Sam Halogen. I'm the type of manager that picks one DNP and one 100 in every lineup. Which, man, that's a tough one. Quinny, what's up? Hoodwink. I'm a manager that buys many, many cool jersey mints, then complains that my gallery is crap. He says this when Hoodwink is on an absolute heater right now. So
is he really?
I won't have that. Won't have it. Rikomon, hey guys, not got as much time to spend on Sorare now that it's preseason. Shouldn't this be more time? More time? ZM Star double dipping, way to be. I think you're actually on the podium now too.
So has that logo always been there on chat and I just never noticed it because there hasn't been a Twitch logo?
Maybe. Like the YouTube logo by the comment?
Yeah, which I've never noticed is there.
I don't know if I'll be honest, I never noticed either, but I do know that it's there. What do you think about Sam's hot take here that Canada to win Copa?
No.
Yeah, no. We're both out on that.
I'm out.
Anyway, the topic at hand today, sperm donation. Out of context, Sorare just is going to snag that one right there. If you need the 7 minutes and 48 seconds in. Anyway, so the reason why I wanted to bring that up was a conversation that I had once on a stream with Jordan Cooper when I was at RotoWire talking about DFS. And it applies to Sorare. I'm going to really struggle to not giggle throughout this. It has nothing to do with sperm donation. It's the only thing I can think of right now. But basically, not the argument, but there was just like constant questions of like, how much money do you need to start playing DFS? Or can I get by playing, like the quarter arcades and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. And we get the same questions in Sorare. Like when people say like, how much does it cost to get in? What they really want to know is like, what's the least amount of money they could put in to like win big? And Jordan kind of had this, I'll call it advice, that starting off with such a small budget puts you at such a disadvantage that you're better off. His example was going to work at McDonald's or wherever and finding like a job where you can build up a bankroll completely unrelated to if it was DFS, meaning daily fantasy sports, not the furniture company in England, sports betting, Sorare, like whatever it is, you're actually better off building a bankroll with a job or with donations and then using that money to like fund your, there was a seed joke somewhere, but I didn't have it. So
that's all tied into go donate some sperm for some rare cards.
That's not exactly the advice, but I'm waiting for the content creator to come out. That's like, it's like a new road to glory. Seed your game.
I was gonna say, Horn, is that wink to glory?
This is the
Andy was right. We are going to get canceled today. I appreciate that.
This feels like it should be Sorare After Dark. We shouldn't be here.
Yeah. This is supposed to be tomorrow's show, not today.
Yeah, sorry. Andy, are you at work right now?
Oh,
this is the you guys are awful people.
You started this.
Those of you who are listening to this, just consider yourself lucky that you are not seeing what's in the live.
It might be one to check up on the chat later. Come back to. Oh my god, this is one of the harder ones to actually be on stream. You'd rather just be able to be laughing.
Charlie said, "I disagree. If someone new comes in and spends a few thousand, they will likely piss it down the drain in a few months. People need to learn from mistakes, and doing that on a smaller scale is way better." I think that's fair.
So
Ben said, "I'm imagining John Nellis's voice saying this being paid for this Premier League so rare team." Oh.
Okay. What was the question?
I don't even remember. It was
welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's start this up.
I feel like we should just start over.
This is like the one time that we and you were streaming for like 5 minutes, not knowing we were on. All right, let's start that over.
Oh shit!
That 5 minutes was awful.
Yeah. That's the bit. Hey.
Okay. So I want to. I'll no, go ahead.
Hold on.
What is wrong with you people? What?
I blame Scosmo.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna blame me, and I was gonna be like, "This was Scosmo's fault."
This is completely on Scosmo. So Andy, you done. Well, what do you have to say?
I have nothing to say. Larry just shot me a link, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll join." I love this type of conversation. So.
I thought you were like in the waiting room, like I would like to have a word.
I like where this is going. I want to continue it. I want to be a part of this.
Here was us trying to get away from it, and he's like, "Absolutely not,
absolutely not."
Yeah,
full steam ahead.
Here's the messed up part. I was literally like my review. We do a self-evaluation at work, and I was. Hi, Gator's wife. So,
Gator Lady 231.
Yeah. I was literally writing a self-evaluation, which is like totally serious. Like, I worked on these projects this year, blah, 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 whatever. And then like, I like kind of listening to you guys on the side. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
I mean, we should know what's going about like Larry's with intros. Keith, remind me to talk about that. I'm like, the sperm? Is that what?
I wish that was like there was a point. I don't remember what it was, but there was a point somewhere.
I don't think you tied it well together.
Yeah.
I wish your wife walked in like 2 minutes earlier.
I literally was saying like because we have a shared note thing where I put it and she's gonna be like, literally, I have like a reminder: sperm donations. She's like, what the?
Yeah, sperm bank or something. Cannot say I thought this is how we were.
So Andy, if you were just a little bit short, let's just say St. Louis signed a really good midfielder. You were about $200 short to be able to go buy a hurdle. Would you?
Would I what?
Topic at hand. Go find your local bank.
Go to the plasma bank and donate my plasma.
Sure.
You get more for that.
Yeah, I think that's more like super rares.
What about like medical body like research? Like, hey, take these drugs and we're gonna study your body. I'm in on that.
Are you really?
In order to fund Sorare cards?
Yeah, I'm in on that. Mess with my brain.
Bone marrow for you.
No, I think that's I don't think you can sell your kidney actually.
Yeah, lots of people are saying sell your kidney. I think
that's hold on. Whoa. The MX cards aren't out yet. That's when we get MX.
Fair enough.
Says if you put Sorare knowledge on your sperm bank resume, you may be more attractive donor.
So when we actually had this little thing before stream, I had typed it in, and it mentions, however, compensation can vary depending on the location, donor, and how many times they donate. So, maybe the resume.
You search that like on your computer? My God, the ads you will get now.
Not even on incognito. That was a rookie mistake.
Yeah. So on The Office, Jan, I don't know if you've ever seen the show The Office. Jan went to like a high-end sperm bank. I don't know if that like exists. Like, can you go to like these are just like businessmen. These are like Sorare managers over here. This is like pond scum. Like, I wonder if they have different like types.
This is more than I've ever thought of the topic. So I
mean, it's important because I'm sure the higher end sperms are worth a lot more money when you donate them.
Do you think the Sorare manager pool, like your gallery value, is listed?
Oh man.
Like, he plays uniques. That's like unique
Hold
level.
on,
Unique sperm. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, right.
So is Prem sperm more than contender sperm? I heard on Monday the Premier League is the most expensive. So
I feel so bad for the people like Simo who's just like coming in and being like, "Hey, what's everyone talking about today?"
Or somebody's like, "Oh, I really am excited about this topic. This seems like fun," and they're like,
I do like the idea. Somebody mentioned that there was one for professional athletes, and it's like, hey, you want a little mini LeBron James, a little Bronny to grow up, and like, what would be funny though is like if it's like two like super normal parents, and then they have this like okay, I'll just say it, two like 5'10" white parents, and then they have like this 6'8",
6'9", yeah.
It's a son that's dunking at the age of 6. Like, I love the idea of that.
I feel like you just came out to make sure that we do get canceled today.
Somebody has to, right? Somebody's getting canceled today, boys.
I appreciate that the people in the chat are just as messed up as we are. Apocalypto says, imagine selling a kidney for a card and he leaves for Saudi. Just like
get that Julian Quinones and he's gone.
Mike said, how fucked off would we be if we just called Essence Sperm from now on?
Oh.
We would
never. Like, if we all just started like it was always that, and then people are like, "What did you say?" And you're like, "Yeah, no, you heard me."
I'm gonna trade my 100 sperm in now.
Yeah. Oh,
not gonna wait.
Can we all just agree to never call it Essence again?
Hey,
or do you
Laird,
go the other way?
Laird, you were looking for the verb, right? When you turn it in. Think that's jizzing. I think. Donating. Sorry, donating.
Simo said the first word I heard was sperm, so I knew I was in the right place.
Andy gets his jizz horn cam from a box and is like, mission complete.
Yeah. You won Sorare.
You won. I mean, yeah, that there's actually winning Sorare.
Well, that's a weird thing though, because like normally, you put something in and you get something different out, but it'd be like putting the same thing in and getting the same thing out, right?
This is just a disaster show. Like, I can't even read some of these, and yet I keep putting them up on the screen.
Yeah.
So anyway, what kind of manager are you, Andy?
Yeah.
Well, I do own the Sven Coombs 69 out of 100 card and the 1 of 100 Jizz Hornkamp. So I think that kind of just tells you everything that you need.
Hold on. Is your one collection still called Cum Collection?
I do have a Cum Collection, yeah.
I mean, perfectly on.
Yeah.
So this actually did tie into a conversation about the topic.
Blue Tomatoes, I'm actually actively losing my job right now. Yeah, I can't even remember what I was about to say. Weekend said, I can't wait for the Sorare Data official post and don't condone the things said on this stream. Yeah.
Hey man, if Sorare Data supported us during the trash campaign, then this is nothing.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I was just misunderstanding. So, out of context, Sorare was a Twitter account DM me today and was like, "Hey, there's this clip. Do you mind if I post it?" I'm like, "Whatever's said on stream is free game." And this, I couldn't have said that a worse day to say that.
You could not.
Yeah, right here.
All right.
Maybe I should like change the background so it doesn't say Sorare Data. It's just like, no, that was our other stream.
That was not where I thought you were going with that background. I thought you were going to just go fully all in.
Oof.
I'll get you a bank background.
Simo said the last 10 minutes alone was worth the $9.99 I paid. Well, thanks, Simo. Appreciate that. Oh. So Keith, since you wanted to talk about sperm banks today, what did you want to talk about?
I came up with a topic and then somehow we got way off.
Hey Keith, I don't think you're allowed in a sperm bank. Like they don't allow you.
Oh no, I'm not allowed. Neither is Laird. We are persona.
We're just there for the view.
Well, boys.
Hold on. That's actually no, Laird. We go there to check on, make sure that
I don't even want
the
to.
way it's supposed to be.
I'm not.
Oh, it's no good. Fantastic. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, Andy. We can't. I can't go get a free rare. Happens. So what type of land manager are you, Laird? Let's try to get this back on topic.
The one who's trying to crawl into a hole right now and get off the stream.
What's that?
I'm the one who somebody asked me earlier today how to withdraw, and I had no idea. Didn't even know where to send them.
I feel like I am the type of manager. Not only that, but I still remember. Was it Tony Watt that tried to withdraw, and Andy, you ended up trying to come help him because he got one number wrong on the wallet or something like that?
Yeah, he tried typing his wallet in instead of.
He tried to type it in.
Yeah, that scarred me. So I don't, as far as I know, you can't get money out because you might send it somewhere else incorrectly. So that was my news that you're not withdrawing.
I don't know what I would realistically do if I was like, oh, I need to withdraw now. Because I have mostly ETH now, and then like withdrawing ETH, I'm so nervous about. I'm actually less nervous about copying the address than like pasting it and then like hitting a button after it or something like that, or just something.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Quinny, of course, Quinny has a how to withdraw video. Okay.
All right, I'm safe. I'm the type of manager, so I'm the type of manager that will not watch that video because I don't withdraw. It is more fun though.
Boomers, it's so easy.
Oh yeah, of course. But you know what's not easy? Once you get it off, deciding to pull the trigger to put it back on.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
Like
immediately, or
I was like 4 days later or something. Like I withdrew, and then I was like, oh shit, I gotta buy. I've got things I gotta buy, and then you put it right back on.
You're like, well, those gas fees were fun.
No, but the way that it works though too is like you withdraw, and then you deposit like half, and you're like, oh, well, I'll only put half back on, and then you buy the card that you're looking to get or whatever, and then there's like something else that comes up, and then you like take a little bit more, and then you take a little bit more, and then before you know it, it's just like all back, and you pay gas fees.
Let me fix the rest for you, Andy. Too. You told yourself too. Hey, I'm just going a couple thresholds, then I'll take it right back out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no problem. Oh, I'm just in a dry spell. You know what? I actually might need to deposit a little bit more to get out of this dry spell.
Yeah.
That was not a sperm bank joke.
Sure it was. Everything is now.
Yeah, anytime you say deposit for the rest of the stream.
Like for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cosmo.
Dude, I want to see this Nellis video now. Well, depends what's in the video, but I feel like there's content here for Nellis. Come on, Johnny boy.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had a question for Andy, and I don't remember what it is now. It was something about withdrawing. Oh, that's what. No, I remember. So, I think the three of us generally play like our money on Sorare is like disposable, essentially. And I've had people tell me that like I should withdraw. Like I'm probably who knows if I'm still up, but I was up at a time, and so they were like, yeah, you should like withdraw it so that you have that money, so you're zero. And I was just like, but then I spend money on my hobbies, and like this is basically my hobby, so I would just be like plowing the money right back in. Like that's the reason I've given myself for not withdrawing at this point. Like the money sitting in the bank's not any fun. Buying Carlos Acevedo rares, that's fun.
I played golf with Jimmer a couple weeks ago, and it was like $90 for 18 holes, I think, or maybe it was 70. But when I went to go pay, I was like, "That's a pretty good rare."
It is these days.
And did you immediately regret the golf?
I mean, it was still fun, but would I have preferred like I don't know. I'm trying to a Reynoso rare, maybe.
What? So I was thinking this earlier. I think Fripp maybe did a post on Reynoso that like he's a 0 this week. I don't know what it is. My initial instinct was like, is he just going to go to Mexico and get insanely overweight, and eventually in like 3 years be nothing, or am I just having like bad Chofis flashbacks?
Yeah, definitely some Chofis. Chofis was.
It feels like Chofis vibes though. Is it not Chofis vibes though? Like
for sure,
like super talented, but feels like he probably is a little bit on the lazy side.
Yeah, but Reynoso is much better.
Sure. I don't know if I have not healed, but literally I saw Reynoso. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's in MX now. Oh, this is gonna go bad.
I think Reynoso is already bigger though than like Chofis was when Chofis went to MX.
Right.
Maybe. I haven't actually seen Reynoso recently.
I was going to say, all these people saying that he is definitely starting this weekend as the owner of multiple. I'm like, are we sure about that?
He'll be fine.
Oh yeah, line him up.
He just said, I used to play in ETH because it felt disconnected like a virtual money in 100%. Video games. Totally. Had to switch to euros to realize spending $800 on a rare goalkeeper was more than I wanted to, I assume. Remember when a rare goalkeeper was over 1,000 euros? Keith, weren't we talking how like Neuer was like $5,000?
Weren't we talking about how we spent $5,000 each on Dusty Dusan?
I forgot about that. This game was
it was kind of crazy.
It was fake money.
Where's Reynoso at? Is it Tijuana?
No, I think it's Juarez.
As Juarez?
Tijuana.
Is
that better? That's funny.
Yeah, it's Tijuana.
Dude.
Juarez is where Villalpando and Jairo Torres.
Yeah.
Bringing me to a podium this week.
The tacos.
Is Juarez?
Flowing, man.
Juarez was rumored for Sebastian Haller, right? Or Haller? Yeah. That was very silly. Let's see.
I need to pick up a Calvo too.
Yeah, Tijuana, you're right. That somehow makes you feel better.
I just
like this.
That city seems very dangerous for Reynoso for a multitude of reasons. Like lots of reasons that city is. No. Laird's disagreeing. I mean,
I'm not like disagreeing. I would say he fits in better there than in Minneapolis.
He'll be happier there.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Did he ever get divorced?
Happy wife, happy life, right?
Hold on, is she happy, or did he and Forsberg have a talk? And I was like, hey, just go do you. It's
actually
okay.
didn't. I really I don't want to really speculate on this, but I feel like I have a memory of there being like a mistress situation.
Yes, that was the start of it.
But he wasn't. I think he left both of them. I think both of them didn't want him to go to Minnesota.
Plus, I don't actually think that's what he got like the most trouble for. I think that he assault somebody.
His actual trouble. He has like legitimate trouble.
Yeah.
Right. But then it was like, oh, now his wife's pissed off at him. Okay, now I'm out.
The pistol whip though it wasn't even like he did it to like his friend or something. It was like a child.
All right. What's a sell? What's a sell? On to 0. Who wants it?
Come on, Laird, defend it. You wanted to defend it. Defend it.
I was so close to defending it.
but he's gonna get 100 this week.
Worth it.
Yeah, from what we can tell, it seems like he's just not a stand-up individual. But man, can he kick a soccer ball?
Oh my gosh.
Kennedy says Reynoso no longer a fan of the show.
I was gonna say you lost 1 subscriber.
Fripp said searching Reynoso divorce on Twitter brings up a shocking amount of newly single ladies celebrating their divorce. Howden said ghosting your wife and child is actually crazy. I don't think Reynoso did that.
No, that was Emil Forsberg, actually.
Right.
We need an MLS After Dark. Jesus.
I think that show exists.
Is it about this topics or is it them just talking about soccer? Because I do not want actual soccer dog. I want this. But like actual plugged in searches that could tell us if he's somehow divorced right now or if Mexico was her idea.
This chat is just scary. Didn't realize you were these type of people.
The best part is when we were when I mentioned the action, whatever the show topic was, I told later, I'm like, yeah, hopefully chat will be good and we can hear like different types of people, what they say, what type of players they are. Well, here we go.
Yep, you got him.
We got
We got it. Oh my goodness.
I don't even I was about to like try to be serious, like start this topic that we were going to talk about, and
Is it just gone? Now that we passed the half-hour mark, is it officially just gone?
Nixon said, "Remember when this was a Sorare podcast?" Me neither.
I mean, it is the dead time of the season.
Hoodwink said, "Hulk marrying his niece and having kids with her is a fun one."
Yeah.
So I'm not
fun.
justifying this one either,
but
I believe it was not a blood relative. Story got blown way out of proportion.
Oh yeah.
But I could be wrong about that.
Doesn't Neymar have some weird stuff going on with his sister? Yeah.
Maybe.
is
Unconfirmed.
Phil Foden's still under 23, right?
3 days without Euros and society falls apart.
Why do you want to know about Phil Foden?
He has more kids than me. I think he's still U23 eligible.
Does he really?
He has
Foden?
Third kid.
Jeez.
That should be it.
Mike. May as well rebrand this one as an Andrews show.
Yeah. But that means Laird has to figure out a topic for tomorrow.
No show tomorrow. Independence Day.
Oh, so it is Andrews. It's just Andrews. Okay.
You're right. I really should.
Yeah. And he was just late.
Ben says, "Dear Lord, we need the season to start again."
Yeah, this is like the ultimate international break right now, where, Laird, you don't have any Copa or Euro teams?
I have no Euro teams because I don't have a goalie. And I had one Copa team for one game week. I forget why, or how I got it in.
You had Camilo and
De La
other
Cruz, Messi, Alvarez. I forget who my defender was.
Dude, how do you not buy like some crappy player to complete that team?
So I was complaining to Harry Trades earlier today because I won a Michael Murillo like a month ago.
Oh, he's been doing okay.
And sold him like immediately. And I was like, when I sold him, I was like, I wonder if that'll bite me in the ass. So that I'll need a Coca. And like, I literally went to the pick scores today, and it was like, because I have Camilo, De La Cruz, Messi, Alvarez, and like literally don't have a defender. And I was like, oh, there's Murillo just staring at me.
So you remember when we thought I was one goalkeeper away from a good Euros team? I've won as much with him as I would have without.
Keith,
you're not always just one away. You're not always just one away.
Yeah, he DM'd me like an hour before the deadline, and he was like, I think I should probably buy a goalie. And I'm like, well, best time to buy a goalie is the hour before the deadline.
He went up. It would have worked.
Yeah, he showed me the outfield players, and I'm like, they're good enough. Like, you totally should do that.
Yeah.
And yeah. Maybe
it's a weird, I will say, it's genuinely, the scores in that Euros tournament are actually
insane
wild.
This past weekend. Yeah.
But it's like, it's not own goals still winning the Golden Boot. It's not been like a goal fest. Yet you look down and, you know, I think it was like this week I had like 3 decisives, and I'm like, hey, I've got my first box.
Yeah, I think the problem is just the guys that you would expect to score well are doing that.
Yeah.
Are or are not?
They are doing that because people are putting them into lineups and the lineup composition.
Andy, my good guys missed that memo.
Well, yeah, but who are your good guys?
I don't want to talk about my gallery after Monday.
Yeah, I know, because my good guys didn't do that well either. But like,
it's Ruben Diaz. I mean, he can go donate some sperm. Christian Eriksen, pretty decent. Griezmann,
okay, yeah.
I go one.
Yeah,
I mean, Eriksen. I have a super now on the rare, but it was TAA before he started. Who else do I have? Kovacic was actually pretty good during the
John
tournament.
Stones. I'm looking at it right now. I don't know why I'm just not pulling this up here.
Because I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Valeri Bondar.
I mean, Dusty was on the bench where he should be.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want
me to put my Sean hat on real quick and talk about this?
Sure.
Keith, are you competing or are you competing?
I mean,
the
fact that brought in a goalkeeper 50 minutes before the first deadline, I'm not competing.
The best was oh boy.
I missed it. I missed that completely. Emphasize the start of that word.
I did not get it, but then as soon as Andy started laughing, I was like, oh no.
I didn't either. As I stressed the start of that word too, I was like,
the best part was that Neuer, because you were like, I'm gonna buy Oblak, not Neuer.
He's done so much better than Neuer.
And I was like, yeah, you do that, go nuts. And you were like, I sent 3 offers. I'm like, Keith, there's 13 minutes left before the deadline, and you're like, I just sent a 4th offer. I'm like, you got to buy it. And then somebody bought the one right off the market that he was trying to get, and then he was like, I'm gonna have to buy Neuer. He bought Neuer, and then like 3 other people paid more. And he was like, hey, great.
Keith, you do this type of stuff a lot where
that's the type of player I am, Andy.
Wait, where you'll send like 5 offers to people for the same card.
Yeah.
What do you do, or have you run into the situation where you end up with 4 of those cards because people all snap accept?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Bitch and complain. I don't know. The worst part is, like, I used to send like 17 offers before bed.
I used to do that all the time.
And just wake up to surprises.
So then do you relist them?
I mean, back then, and I made a lot of money.
Oh, right, back then.
Like he looked like this great trader because he was like buying all these sweet.
You know what the best part is? I don't even remember who it was. I have no idea who it was. I don't think it was a tweet or a DM or somebody. But it was like a guy I got too many of, and somebody was like DM me. I was like, so what's the scoop on him? Because they remember me from doing Brad Knight. And is this the next Brad Knight again? I'm like, maybe. Do you want to buy one from me? Because I need to get the hell out of this. This was a mistake.
That reminds me, I have like 5 open offers right now.
How many are accepted?
All the
But
same.
I'm trying to, Andy. So I wish I would have known that question ahead of time. So I would have looked back. There was definitely one time I had all these offers out on a guy, and he got like a Saudi move, and I had to like frantically cancel offers, and I think I ended up with like 2 of them. I don't remember who it was, but I definitely remember that. And, I don't know. I think it was Powell, because I was trying to get a couple of the cards, and he just snapped accepting the offers.
Yeah, I've done that before. I think the most I've gotten is 3 of the same player. And
do you remember the name by any chance?
Here's the messed up thing. When you went to go resell those cards, you probably had to like lower the floor on them, and then you should have just bought the 1 card off the market.
Right.
Like losing money
Right.
on the 2 that you had to resell.
100%. I was actually giving Tuggy credit for that. That's funny. Tuggy didn't get brought up in this whole topic until just now. But he...
Catching strays.
No, this is a compliment. He, more than anybody, when he like recognizes a mistake that he will get the hell out. No matter he'll lose sometimes on it, but he's just like, yep, big mistake made, I'm out. I think a lot of us could learn from that.
So I'm going to interject for a quick second here, because I've been part of some of these conversations, and it's really funny watching them, because Keith's like, hey, great job getting out of those cards that you think you needed to get out of. Have you considered just not getting into those cards? Like you spend so much energy getting out of them so quickly, which is good. But have you considered spending some energy to just not buy those cards at the first time?
And by the way, for the audience, it's me giving a compliment and then saying, so have you thought about what, like a dad talk? Have you thought about what got you into this mess?
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly how it works.
But there's been plenty of times that I don't get out of cards that I know I should like get out of, and it's just like, that's too little. And then 1 week transpires, and they go, now I'll show you what too little is. So Andy's just turning this all back to the sperm bank stuff. So too little, we're not accepting that deposit.
Alex says sending more than 1 offer at a time seems like financial suicide.
Oh, it's fun. It's very fun.
It's great.
It's really fun, actually.
I will say, I think I mentioned yesterday that I don't like sweat games at all. The one thing I sweat is it when I have 10 offers out and 1 gets accepted and I have to sprint to like cancel the other 9.
Definitely been there.
I've got a question for you guys, because when I want a card now, usually they're like so cheap. It feels like I just go and buy it. It's like, oh, rare for $30.
Hello there.
Sure. No, here's my question. When was the last time someone just up and bought a card that you had listed for like $20 or something, when it's like all of the previous sales data for the card is like $25? You list it below the last sale at $23.50. Someone always comes in and they're like, hey, I'll give you $19 for it. Like no matter what, without fail.
I honestly think it's been more than a calendar year before I've sold a card directly from the market.
But that's because you also do absurd prices.
No, not usually. I haven't listed cards in a while.
João Felix story with beg to differ.
I mean that's not anything.
Kellen Acosta super rare with beg to differ.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Andy, 9 days ago. For me.
9 days ago.
9 days ago.
What was it?
Yeah.
It was a Kalina rare. New season.
Wow.
But to y'all's point, I priced it under. There was an auction going on, and I priced it at under the next bid.
Let's see here. I'm going to pull it up here.
Go for it. Oh, God.
What was the date here? 6/25. So it's around here.
I saw it. Just saw it a second ago.
Yeah. It's like competitively priced.
You're saying that with like a surprise.
Well, meaning it wasn't like so 20% below the recent ones or something.
No, I genuinely I priced it thinking I think like the auction was about to end, thinking that you only had like a couple hours maybe to sell it.
Yeah.
And it was like the next morning. So I guess I must have just been the floor still.
This was 12:49 a.m. for me, and this sold at 2:30 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, just a little under the auction. Yeah, and they go, "Oh, okay, that's under the auction." Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. It's really hard. So do you think, Andy? I'm going to twist that question back on you. Like, so it's been forever for you, but are you? If you're listing the card and it's a card that you're never going to use, are you taking the lowball offers?
Sometimes.
Yeah, just to be done with it.
Yeah.
But isn't that the reason that people are doing it?
Maybe, yeah. But like with other things, it's just like if it is something that's like usable or useful, or might use it someday, I'm not going to take a low ball on something like that, right?
Do you check to see what a bot would give you before you accept like a low ball offer?
No, I don't use bots at all. I don't know why. I just like it. I don't know. I just don't.
You know what's so funny that you say that, Andy? Because I haven't been checking at it at all either lately, and I used to all the time. I don't know what it is. I have become my profile type of Sorare player, lazy ass Sorare player.
Dude, me too.
That's the type of Sorare player I am right now. Lazy ass Sorare player. Find out that I need Emmanuel Neuer 1 hour before the Euros deadline.
Has like your life, like your work and stuff, like picked up? Like, are you busier now than ever? Or?
Yeah, but I can't. I don't want to use that as the.
I will. Like back during like the COVID days, like a day of work was like so much different than a day of work is now.
Yeah, but Blair and I weren't really on during the COVID days.
Yeah, but still, like even like post COVID, like there was a different expectation of what you got out of like an employee or a worker or whatever.
Isn't Laird still working a COVID job?
Yeah, I mean, he can fuck off from this conversation. He doesn't count. Exactly.
For those
now
of us
we can have a real conversation. We can really actually talk about this. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yes. So what are you saying? My expectations higher and I have less time for Sorare?
Yeah.
No, I mean I hate. I probably think I've said this here, but I do think it's before. Like if you got like a bad transfer rumor 3 years ago on a player, like I remember. I'll just like give a story. I remember I bought a Darwin Malkus super rare when he was supposed to go to Charlotte. It was like all but done. I think something came on, like a background check or something like that. And he was not coming anymore. And he was going back to, I think it was like Granada or some terrible place in La Liga where he sucks.
I think you nailed that one, actually. I think it was Granada.
I think so too, which is also really sad that I know that. Andy, like I'm just building my gallery up. I'm just getting to it. I still remember the price. It was 0.6 ETH I paid for this card. And all of a sudden, the little notifications start going off. The deal is falling apart. And I still remember where I was. I was in the middle of a closing. And my heart is like pounding through my chest. Like, holy crap, I'm screwed. And I start trying to list them. Other people are undercutting me. This is when Powell was.
Here's the best part.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're closing on like a house or something that's
like
$500,000.
I still remember the client. It's a good client. I remember exactly where I was.
You're worried about this like $400 card.
It was not $400. It was like
$1,600.
Thank you. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Oh my God! Look at those prices now.
0.6, and you sold it 9
Larry,
days later.
Don't do it. I'll tell you exactly what the story is. I was like panicking to figure it out. So this is what you used to do back in the day when you were in panic mode, is you were searching Powell's gallery. What does Powell have that I can trade and get out of this card? Do you know what he had? Only starter I could find that was MLS I knew, Diego Rubio. And that's how I got my Diego Rubio super rare.
And $100.
Whatever. I remember just thinking this is the only card that's close. And that card, man, is one of the better cards I've ever had in my gallery.
10 grand worth of rewards.
It's been a damn good card for me. So I don't remember what the topic was, but somehow I came to a Darwin Marcus and Diego Rubio.
Where's he at now, Darwin?
I have no idea. I think Juarez, maybe?
Via
No, he's back. Okay. Look at that picture. Jeez.
He looks thrilled to be there.
I think he was at Juarez.
And Patrigal.
I know. Can you take that screen down? That was kind of bad.
It was a Granada card, too. There it is.
Oh, man.
Nice card.
He's surprising.
Fripp said he did the exact same thing during the London meetup when the Denny Bouanga deal fell apart and then came back on. Went to the bathroom and repurchased the Bouanga I had just sold an hour earlier.
So I think I don't remember how the topic brought it, but I still remember. Oh yeah, about the work. So I remember having many of those like panics, like this has to get done now. Lazy sober, I don't feel that anymore. I don't know if it's just because the amount of money those cards were worth just went down, or just because you get so many cards in your gallery. At some point, you're just like, okay, like there's just going to be a natural attrition in your gallery. Like guys are going to leave, guys are going to get hurt. You have a lot.
Part of it, do you think, is like, would you feel bad? No, you definitely would not feel bad dumping in one Powell.
Definitely,
but like, is Powell sharp enough now where you can even get away with that? I think is part of the problem.
I don't think he's sharp enough, but I think he will also still win the trade. Like he's still going to make you bet.
Though, I think bots have helped him tremendously because
people want it real quick.
Right. And so because he's not as fast as the bots, people are like crashing cards into the bots and the price goes down. And by the time Pavel, one of his minions, like looks at it, they're like, oh, the price is going down. Whereas like an hour earlier, they were like, they would have taken that deal.
You remember it just occurred to me, you know what the last panic guy I can think of is? And I think you were in this too, Larry, was Zelarayan.
Fripp was saying that. Yep.
Oh, that's hilarious. And friend of all of ours a little bit, Tendril Storm, he somehow like
he was the fastest person I've ever It was incredible how fast it was.
I think he said somebody had just sent him an offer for it, like some poor soul. And Andy, no, he did not feel bad for the person he did accept the second that it happened.
I was trying to come up with like a premature joke in there, but I failed. I had Zelarayan too, and I think I even tried like maybe even offering him to Basil, but Basil.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
You know what the best part about all these Saudi guys is? It seems like a lot of them got their 1 year. They're taking the bag. They're like, all right, I'm good. Let me come back somewhere. But I think he's supposed to go back to Argentina or something like that. I saw rumors.
That's fun.
Good. And those guys should do that. Go get your money.
Go get your money. Sell your soul.
Find out a lifestyle you want to live for a long period of time. So
is De Bruyne the next? Is the De Bruyne the next one? 1 year sell out.
Does he need the money?
I mean,
none of them need the money.
Oh yeah, they do. Zelarayan needed that money.
This is hold on. So this was the Zelarayan chart.
Why is it black? Why is it black? Is that just like a new color code of dead?
I think it's from if you highlight the in season, but he doesn't have any in season cards.
Okay, so it literally is saying, by the way, he's dead. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, you can get his rare now for $20.
Which, if he comes back,
someone said Arthur Thiat is going to Saudi.
Oh. I mean,
he's young too.
Who was that It was like Quinny's boy. Quinny had a boy, like a young guy that he loved that went there last year.
Yeah, it was
What
someone.
was his name?
Someone that he played on, like, was it Girona or he
It
played?
was like Girona or Betis. It was
Yeah.
like one of those type of La Liga, and he was like rumored like some big clubs, and then he went and took the bag. I can't remember who it was.
Fripp said he was the first to offload Zellerai onto a bot, and he got Ricardo Pepi.
That's one of those like you should get a Sorare sticker or badge for
Yeah.
that. Like, congratulations. Oh, your Sorare flair.
Did you win that trade though? Bringing Pepe in? I don't know.
Yeah, that's. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, one guitar. I don't remember who it was. But were you asking me if I would feel bad offloading to like a real person?
Yeah,
No, not at all.
I think I would.
You feel?
If it was a real
Did you back in the day?
trader, then no.
So, hold on. I specifically, do you feel bad now versus would you have felt bad 3 years ago when it was like 1 ETH? Does that change it for you at all? There it is, Vega, by the way, was the name. Yeah.
So
Ooh,
like,
Gabby Baker,
would I
yeah.
feel worse if I like financially ruined some person? Is that what
During
you're
I mean, people were spending how
What
much?
kind of Sorare manager are you? What's your level of
Hold
sympathy?
on. Do you own a JPEG rock that you paid 100 ETH for? I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean stuff was so crazy back then. I don't feel bad then. I don't feel bad now.
We need Mr. Karupu to come back. We need him to get out of jail, come back, and start buying some stuff.
He's in jail.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
No. Oh, he might be actually. I have an offer out to him right now, actually. So if I'm hoping he's not in jail, and he would just accept my offer.
I don't think he will. To bring us back onto like an Andrews topic, someone was asking about the Olympics earlier. If you could have any Summer Olympics sport on Sorare, what sport would it be?
Summer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A second.
I'll start. Track and field. I think that would be awesome.
Isn't it just
So
if you
it's
have
funny you say
Usain
that.
Bolt?
I was talking to somebody like 2 days ago about the Olympics, how I like the swimming so much more. Like the first week swimming and then the next is track and field or whatever it is. I find the swimming so much more exciting than track and field.
I mean, I think swimming is what I normally watch the most of. So just occurred to me though. So we're going to cover basketball?
No.
God, no.
They said they have no off-season plans.
What about diving? Like big splash mist? Like there'd be lots of.
How long have you been sitting on that one? There's no way
Yeah,
I came up with that. There is a piece of paper written down somewhere that says big splash.
I mean, there has to be like
Hold on.
terms like that we could bring into other sports, like gymnastics. I'm sure there's something, like the guy with the ribbon on the string, like I don't know. Is there like a clearance off the line that's about to touch the floor and he pulled it off real quick? No?
By the way, the big splash mist, I can't get over that. I think it's the opposite.
Yes,
think
it's like a big splash. Yeah. You don't want the splash.
You don't want a splash.
Small splash mist.
You got to yell cannonball before you do it, I think.
I think
no splash decisive.
I think the only thing that would make the Olympics more exciting is NFTs for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's what is missing.
Yeah.
It'll be back.
Dude, you're being sarcastic right now, Larry, but I think a fantasy game around the Olympics would be fun as hell.
I am on board with this.
Dude, it's the Paris Olympics. How has Nicholas not got this done? What a failure.
Oh, there it is. Error leading to splash.
There.
Yes.
That's
yes,
it.
we've done it.
So I don't know. It's a winter Olympic sport, but do you guys watch the curling?
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
It's elite.
Of course.
It's so good.
Are there other Olympic sports
I didn't even know.
in the winter?
But literally, and he's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Oh, curling is in the summer."
Curling is like what I like about curling is it's like a combination of like so many like games that we all play. You know, like we play cornhole, and it's kind of like cornhole. It's kind of like bocce ball. It's kind of like all these games that everybody already plays. So shuffleboard, right? I mean,
it feels like it's our best path to being Olympians ourselves.
I
think that's why.
You really think you could get the
yeah? Just
he would be
going like that?
Lair would definitely be one of the broomers.
He's a broomer
with
the old broom boy down there, Laird.
I couldn't tell if that was a compliment, and now you're just making fun. Like I couldn't. Like,
Sean
is
would
that the job you want? I don't know.
Let's be real. Sean would definitely be the guy screaming at everybody.
Yes.
Apparently, cornhole is not that well known outside the States. Maybe?
My mind's actually blown. There's
How
no
about
cornhole.
A lot of people just call it bags. Have you heard of bags?
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, people who don't know what it's called call it bags. Fantasy cycling is actually good. Just never really got into cycling.
The problem is like I said, oh, track and field would be great, but then the more I thought about it, it's like, well, you don't want just like the winner, right? You need like these different statistics. You need a scoring matrix. So it's like first off the line. Like what would you get points for? You know, like.
Well, curling would be great.
Anytime you pass somebody up, you get points. I don't know.
So that's what I was going to say. I think and it has to depend, I guess, on the distance. I'm thinking of like track.
Yeah.
But if it's the 400, it's like who's first after 100,
right?
And after 200.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you pass someone, isn't that a daily fantasy NASCAR?
No,
stat?
so it's so funny you just said. I was thinking of NASCAR when we were just doing it's lap sled, and then it's like fastest lap.
Yeah.
And then they did. I was terrible at fantasy NASCAR because I don't watch it, but they have differential. So like you literally for Daytona, all you do in fantasy NASCAR, the guys that would print money, is you just pick the guys that are too slow to be involved in the wrecks. And they just finish because half the field doesn't finish. And so they're all plus 20 differentials. Yeah. Still a game.
NFT cycling would be amazing since it's literally year round too.
Who would buy it?
I'm not into it, but if you guys are into this.
If there were Lance Armstrong NFTs, I'd buy those. Just because that's going to trigger everyone that's into cycling.
Is there really not a Lance Armstrong NFT out there somewhere?
Has to be some sort of it.
For sure.
There has to be.
I think it was part of the Donald Trump collection, actually.
So should that guy that sold it feel bad?
Well, that's different. Okay. Sorare is we have our own community, and we sort of people know each other a little bit. There you go. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Of course, it's like a lion looking thing.
Of course.
With a
crown. It had to have the crown. So Andy, I think what you're just saying. Oh my God. Okay, he's just being paid to.
Yeah, what a douchebag.
Andy, I think what you just brought up there is why I don't like to negotiate.
Arrowhead determined. Mike said, I've never thought I'd see the day when bringing black on a stream made it more serious.
We were just at our natural end point of that earlier content. The best part of this whole stream is when Larry gets done, he's going to actually hesitate to hit upload to Spotify into the podcast. Do I just want it? No, just go. Go time.
I got to update the thumbnail.
And you want to share?
So nobody's surprised.
I think Skazmo can do the thumbnail for you.
Who?
Skazmo.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I think he started all this, right?
It was absolutely because of Skazmo.
Do you know what's the funniest part? We didn't actually ever say what he said to start it, too.
Well, Skazmo was just trying to raise some money for some in-season rare cards, I think. Maybe they were super rares.
I'm actually curious now. What was the start?
I mean, it went back to what the whole thing is. How do I get a little extra money? And the extra money is in order to buy Sorare cards.
I wonder if there was a way to get paid in crypto, like to where it'd be like really easy to get it on the platform.
No, hold on. The actual start is so much better. Sorry, Scott, I'm just read out. Anyone ever donated sperm? Seems like an easy money maker.
Thank you everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to, I don't even want to say his name, and it's always associated with any of this, but that's oh my god. I was going to put another one on the screen. I'm not going to do it. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming. Scosmo, thank you for making us talk about all of this.
John Nellis, do the video.
Hopefully this was as helpful to everybody as it was to us. And yeah, happy Independence Day for those who celebrate. Let's go USA. And we'll see you Friday.